Okay.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, guys.
Welcome to our panel. Bruce, can you tell us a little bit about the Fathering Project?
Sure. It's a project run out of the University of Western Australia, and its goal is really to give every child in Australia a strong and appropriate father figure. And the reason we're doing that is because research shows that the most powerful untapped force in society, in Australian society now, to prevent all the problems that kids have, drug addiction, binge drinking, bad behaviour at school, etc., crime, and even, it's random street violence that, we're all worried about, is having a strong and appropriate father figure. Not just boys, but especially boys in that situation.
Do you think the role of the father is underestimated by a great many people?
It is, including by fathers. They don't know how important they are. They think they're just an addition. Mum does most of the parenting. They raise the funds to pay for school, etc. And they don't know what to do. Even if they realise they're important either, they don't know what to do.
So what should dads do to be better fathers?
Well, firstly, they've got to realise they're important, and then there's a bunch of things they can do. Read my books.
Give us a summary.
No, you know what? Men don't read books. I learnt that pretty early on when I wrote a few books. And I don't actually care about selling books, I care about the dads. So I'll give you the best tip. The best tip that's worked for every dad, and that is dad dates. That is, dad makes an effort to spend time one-on-one with his children. And if he's got 10 children, I'm sorry dads, that's 10 separate dates. And when he takes them out, he's got to listen. And start really early, because if you want to protect your kids against drugs, etc., you've got to get connected early. You can't just sort of jump out of a helicopter at the age when the kids are 15 and they're worried about drugs and suddenly think you're going to solve the problem. Get connected early, and statistically it's been shown that that's the strongest vaccination against drugs. So dad dates where you go and listen.
You make the point that you have to make boys feel special. You said boys feel like photocopies. Can you elaborate on that? Because I found that quite an interesting line of thought.
Well, I think some girls do too. I think children today don't feel all that special. People in life aren't making them feel special. Often, unfortunately, no criticism of schools, but they want to produce successful students. But each child is special. I think about it like the Sydney Opera House. It's a special building, but so is the Taj Mahal. They're both special. They don't have to,
different.
But they're different, and every, you 5 people are all special and different in your own right. I mean, if people watching think, who made them feel special as a child? Most people don't have anybody. In our research, only 10%
I mean, that
of
just
dads.
breaks my heart when you think about that people don't make kids feel special.
I find it staggering because it strikes me that we've known for a long time. I mean, we're not living in the 1950s anymore where the dad just comes home with a newspaper under his arm and asks if dinner's ready. Surely this is known, and I find it staggering that fathers haven't been more active recently. Is it in particular groups, particular sort of socio-economic areas, particular geographic areas that this is breaking down, or is it something where still dads just feel like they're the breadwinner and that's it?
It's a great comment. It is better known now, and all that does is produce guilt, because dads don't know what to do. They know they're more important than they maybe previously thought, but they don't know what to do, and that's what our Fathering Project does. It tells them what to do. For example, they think going to soccer every Saturday morning, look at me, I'm a great dad. That's not what a great dad is.
Professor, sorry to interrupt, what do you say to, because there are a lot of families out there who don't have a father figure, single mums who are doing the best they absolutely can to raise kids on their own. What do you do in that situation if dad's a deadbeat and isn't around?
That is exactly one of the main parts of our Fathering Project, because it's about father figures. Where there's no dad, or let's face it, if dad is not interested, then there are other father figures, either inside the family, like an uncle or a grandfather, etc., or a school teacher, a coach, whatever. So we, for sole parent mums, which you mentioned, we try to help them. For example, we have something we give them that they can hand to their brother, that is the child's uncle. So that mum doesn't have to do all the work of finding them. They can just, or give it to the soccer coach and say, look, mate, could you just take little Johnny out for, when you take your son, take Johnny as well and say, mate, you're a great kid. Work's a treat. And our goal is to roll our program, which has been incredibly successful in Western Australia and also in other parts of New South Wales already and parts of Victoria. We'd love to see every school, for example, have our program, have a fathering group, and it's all best practice, all well accepted, etc., all research based. Every school would have a fathers group that would encourage each other and pick up those kids scoop up those kids that don't have dads in their lives.